Have you ever been asked to provide a notarized copy or a certified copy of an important document, but weren't sure what the difference was? You're not alone. These terms are often used in legal, financial, and official settings, and understanding them is crucial for ensuring your paperwork is accepted. In this video, we'll break down what notarized copies and certified copies are, how they differ, and when you might need each. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding of which type of copy to request and why it matters. Let's start with the notarized copy. A notarized copy is a photocopy of an original document that has been verified by a notary public. The notary's job is to confirm that the copy is a true and accurate reproduction of the original. This process usually involves the notary comparing the original document to the copy, then stamping or sealing the copy with their official notary seal. The notary may also add a statement attesting to the authenticity of the copy. Notarized copies are commonly required for legal documents, such as passports, diplomas, or identification cards, especially when submitting paperwork to government agencies or foreign institutions. Now, let's look at certified copies. A certified copy is a copy of an original document that has been officially certified as a true copy by the issuing authority or a designated official. For example, if you need a certified copy of your birth certificate, you would request it from the government office that holds the original record. The official will produce a copy and certify it, often with a signature, stamp, or raised seal. Certified copies are typically used for vital records, such as birth, marriage, or death certificates, and are often required for official purposes, like applying for a passport or enrolling in school. A notary public is a licensed official who acts as an impartial witness to the signing of important documents. When it comes to notarized copies, the notary's main responsibility is to verify that the copy presented is an exact match to the original. The notary does not certify the content of the document, only that the copy is a true reproduction. This distinction is important because the notary is not responsible for the accuracy of the information within the document, just the authenticity of the copy itself. The issuing authority is the organization or government office that originally created or holds the official record. When you request a certified copy, this authority is responsible for producing and certifying the copy. Their certification means that the copy is recognized as an official duplicate of the original. This process is especially important for documents like birth certificates, academic transcripts, or court records, where authenticity is critical. Notarized and certified copies often look different. A notarized copy will typically have a notary stamp or seal, along with a statement from the notary. In contrast, a certified copy from an issuing authority may have a raised seal, an official signature, or a watermark. These visual cues help recipients quickly identify the type of copy and its level of authenticity. Notarized copies are often required when you need to prove that a copy of a document is a true and accurate representation of the original, but you cannot submit the original itself. This is common in legal proceedings, real estate transactions, or when dealing with foreign governments. The notarization adds a layer of trust, assuring the recipient that the copy has been verified by a neutral third party. Certified copies are typically required for official records, such as birth, marriage, or death certificates. These are often needed for applications such as passports, visas, or school enrollment. The certification by the issuing authority ensures that the copy is recognized as an official document, carrying the same legal weight as the original in most cases. You might need a notarized copy when submitting documents to a court, a foreign embassy, or for certain business transactions. For example, if you're applying for a visa or dealing with property transfers, the receiving party may request notarized copies to ensure the documents haven't been altered. Always check the specific requirements of the institution or agency to know if notarization is necessary. Certified copies are most often required for vital records and official documents. For instance, when enrolling in school, applying for a passport, or getting married, you may need to provide certified copies of your birth certificate or other records. These copies are accepted as official because they come directly from the issuing authority. Both notarized and certified copies have legal standing, but in different contexts. Notarized copies are often used to verify the authenticity of a copy for legal or business purposes. Certified copies, on the other hand, are considered official duplicates of original records and are accepted by most government agencies. It's important to know which type is required for your specific situation to avoid delays or rejections. When dealing with international matters, notarized copies are often preferred, especially if documents need to be translated or authenticated for use in another country. Some countries may require an apostille, which is an additional certification for international use. Certified copies are also used internationally, but the requirements can vary by country and institution. The cost of obtaining a notarized copy versus a certified copy can vary. Notaries typically charge a fee for their services, which may be set by state law or by the notary themselves. Certified copies from government offices may also have a fee, but it's usually standardized. It's a good idea to check the costs ahead of time, especially if you need multiple copies. Processing times for notarized and certified copies can differ. Notarized copies are often completed on the spot, as long as you have both the original and the copy with you. Certified copies from government offices may take longer, especially if they need to be mailed or if the office has a backlog. Plan ahead to ensure you receive your documents in time for your needs. Certified copies often include security features like watermarks, raised seals, or special paper to prevent tampering or forgery. Notarized copies rely on the notary's stamp and signature for authenticity. Both types of copies are designed to ensure the integrity of the document and prevent fraud. Anyone can request a notarized copy as long as they have the original document and access to a notary public. Certified copies, however, can usually only be requested by the person named on the document or their legal representative. This helps protect sensitive information and prevents unauthorized access to official records. The validity of notarized and certified copies can depend on the institution requesting them. Some organizations require copies to be issued within a certain time frame, such as the past 6 months. Always check the specific requirements to ensure your documents are accepted and up to date. A common misconception is that notarized and certified copies are interchangeable. In reality, they serve different purposes and are accepted in different situations. Another misunderstanding is that a notary can certify the content of a document, but their role is only to verify the authenticity of the copy, not the information it contains. Imagine you need to submit a copy of your university diploma to a foreign employer. The employer requests a notarized copy. You take your original diploma and a photocopy to a notary public. The notary compares the two, confirms they match, and stamps the copy with their seal, making it a notarized copy ready for submission. Suppose you need a certified copy of your birth certificate for a passport application. You contact the government office that holds your birth record. They produce a copy, certify it with an official signature and seal, and send it to you. This certified copy is now accepted as an official document for your application. The notarization process is straightforward. You present the original document and a copy to the notary public. The notary examines both, verifies that the copy matches the original, and then applies their official stamp or seal. The notary may also record the transaction in their logbook and ask you to sign an affidavit confirming the authenticity of the copy. For certified copies, the process usually involves submitting a request to the issuing authority, such as a government, office, or school. The authority locates the original record, makes a copy, and certifies it with an official signature, seal, or watermark. The certified copy is then provided to you, often with a statement indicating it is a true and correct copy of the original. Notarized copies are not always accepted in place of certified copies, especially for vital records. Some institutions require certified copies from the issuing authority and will not accept notarized copies. It's important to verify the requirements before submitting your documents to avoid unnecessary delays. Certified copies are only as current as the original record. If the original document has been updated or changed, you may need to request a new certified copy. Additionally, only the issuing authority can provide certified copies, which may limit your ability to obtain them quickly. With the rise of digital records, electronic notarized and certified copies are becoming more common. Some notaries and government offices now offer electronic versions with digital signatures or seals. However, acceptance of electronic copies varies, so always confirm with the receiving institution. Both notarized and certified copies play a role in preventing fraud. The verification and certification processes make it harder for individuals to submit fake or altered documents. This is especially important in legal, financial, and governmental settings where document integrity is critical. If you need to submit a translated document, you may be asked for a notarized copy of the translation. In this case, the translator prepares the translation, and a notary verifies the translator's identity and attests that the translation is a true and accurate representation of the original document. Immigration authorities often require certified copies of vital records, such as birth or marriage certificates. These certified copies must come directly from the issuing authority to ensure their authenticity and prevent fraud during the immigration process. In real estate transactions, notarized copies of documents like deeds or powers of attorney are often required. The notarization provides assurance to all parties that the documents are genuine and have not been tampered with, which is essential for high-value transactions. Educational institutions often require certified copies of transcripts or diplomas for admissions or transfers. These certified copies must be issued by the school or university to be accepted as official records. Businesses may require notarized copies of contracts, agreements, or corporate documents when dealing with partners, clients, or regulatory agencies. The notarization process helps establish trust and ensures that the documents are legitimate. Courts may require certified copies of documents such as court orders, judgments, or vital records. These certified copies are considered official and can be used as evidence in legal proceedings. Banks may request notarized copies of identification documents or financial records when opening accounts or processing loans. The notarization helps the bank verify your identity and the authenticity of your documents. Insurance companies may require certified copies of documents like death certificates or marriage licenses when processing claims. These certified copies provide the necessary proof to support your claim and ensure the process moves smoothly. When granting someone power of attorney, you may need to provide a notarized copy of the document. The notarization confirms that the copy is a true representation of the original, which is essential for legal recognition. Adoption agencies and courts often require certified copies of birth certificates, marriage licenses, or court orders. These certified copies provide the official documentation needed for the adoption process. Some travel situations, such as obtaining a visa or traveling with minors, may require notarized copies of documents, like parental consent forms or identification. The notarization provides assurance to authorities that the documents are legitimate. If you've legally changed your name, you'll need certified copies of the court order or other official documents to update your records with government agencies, banks, and employers. Only certified copies are accepted for these official changes. Employers may request notarized copies of identification or educational documents during the hiring process, especially for positions that require security clearance or background checks. The notarization helps verify the authenticity of your documents. When applying for a Social Security card or benefits, you may need to provide certified copies of birth certificates or other official documents. These certified copies ensure that your application is processed without delays. Courts may require notarized copies of affidavits, statements, or other documents as part of legal proceedings. The notarization provides assurance that the documents are genuine and have not been altered. Applying for government benefits often requires certified copies of documents like birth certificates, marriage licenses, or proof of citizenship. These certified copies are necessary to verify your eligibility and process your application. To sum up, notarized copies are verified by a notary public and are used to confirm that a copy matches the original. Certified copies are issued by the original authority and are considered official duplicates. Each serves a unique purpose and is required in different situations. Knowing the difference helps you provide the right documents and avoid unnecessary delays. When you're asked to provide a copy of an important document, always clarify whether a notarized or certified copy is required. Check with the requesting institution or agency to avoid confusion. Providing the correct type of copy ensures your application or transaction proceeds smoothly and without delay. Understanding the difference between notarized and certified copies can save you time, money, and frustration. Whether you're dealing with legal matters, government agencies, or international transactions, knowing which type of copy to provide is essential. Always double-check the requirements and consult with professionals if you're unsure. Being prepared helps you navigate official processes with confidence.